Hi everyone, welcome back. There's lots of different ways to get paid. So you can get to a job and they'll say, we're going to pay you $20 an hour, we're going to pay you $30 an hour. But for some jobs, especially in sales, they often what's called a commission. A commission is a percentage you get of everything that you sell. Now here's two situations I've got here. This one's talking about 5% commission, and there's the amount of sales. I go over this question over here. It's the same amount of sales, but this time, instead of getting a 5% commission, you only get a 3% commission. This is called straight commission because that's it. If you don't sell any cars that week, you don't get paid any money. If you sell a lot of cars, you get paid quite a lot of money. So if I go over this one over here though, this is like the boss says, okay, if you have a bad week, I'm still going to pay you $500. So if you sell no cars, you get paid $500 still. So you can still get some food, pay your costs and all the things like that. But because you get paid that, you don't get as much commission. So there's a very common situation you can get into. I've had a friend, I've had ex-students who go through this situation. Let's have a look at the basics again. I keep talking about over and over again. What's 5%? You can write it as 5 out of 100. Or because it's a small number, you can write it as 0.05. So when it's less than 10%, I put an extra zero in. Or if you understand a little bit here, 2 zeros, in other words, hundredths, means that we're talking hundredths, we need 2 decimal places. Or a lot of people think of 2 zeros on the bottom, 2 zeros as 2 decimal places. So I can go ahead and calculate the same as I'm calculating all the time. What's the words? Blah, 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 all this stuff, percentage and an amount. And we're usually going to talk about of 5% of that. So you can read all of that, have no idea what you're doing. Maybe you're not very good at your reading. And all I want you to see is the 5% of that amount. So we go 5% is 0.05 of his times. And then you got your 58990. Put in your calculator 0.05 times 58990 and write the answer down. And that is your commission. That is how much you would get paid that week from your boss. I mean, in real terms though, you end up paying taxation and other costs. So let's have a look at that number. I've written it down here, and that's 2949.5. So when we're talking about money, we have $2,949 and not 5, you'd write it as 50 cents. So for money, we have 2 decimal places. So if you had 3 decimals, you got to look at the nearest cent and round it off. Let's have a look at what happened to the person with 3%. So the non-thinking approach is read all this stuff. You read 3%, like, hello, I've got to do 3% of, and they'll have this amount here, 58990. So if I write that down, I'm not going to do the calculation straight away. 3% again is a small number. It's less than 10. It's actually 3 over 100, but we don't want fractions. So I go 0.03 of his times, that's 58990. And I calculated that here, and I have 2269.7. 2269.7. But in this case, so they got paid not as much as this person got paid over here. They didn't get paid as much. But they still got there, plus what's called their retainer. So they still get their $500. Didn't get as much as this person over here, but they get their $500 as well. So in total, that person ends up with 2,769.7. And for money, we don't write 1 decimal, we write the 2 decimals. I hope it helps. I need to talk a little bit about, so by the way, if you had a question that said compare the two, which person got more money, this person on these circumstances will get paid more money than that person would. And then you can compare the two and say, how much more did this person get than that one over there? There's 2 basic types. You just get a commission, no sales, you get no money. A retainer, which is what you add on. But the basics are still there. 5% of the number, 3% of the number, plus you add on the retainer. I hope it helps. If it helps, please press like, and if you haven't pressed subscribe or you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe for me. I'm looking for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you.